Good morning, Year 6. It is Thursday, the 21st of January, 2021. And here you can see what you're expected to do today. You've got some grammar, spelling and handwriting, some persuasive writing planning, because tomorrow you're going to be writing that. And then you've got these two maths lessons here, dividing decimals by integers and decimals as fractions. Okay. Just a quick thing here, that just to remind you that you can click on classwork to get the full range of all the things that you are supposed to be doing. Like, for example, you can see that that's yesterday's work. You also, at the top of this page, have access to this document, how to turn in an assignment. And if you click on turn in an assignment, it will talk you through how to make sure that that assignment has come to us and been marked as done. It's very important for us to be able to mark your work. So going back to today's work, we're going to look in more detail at the persuasive writing planning and what to do in order to make sure that you can do that to the best of your ability. So here we go, Thursday, 21st of January, 2021, persuasive writing planning. In here, you have lots of things to help you. First of all, it says read chapter 5 or listen. So you can click on that to be able to listen to someone reading an abridged version. That means a shorter version. Or you have access there to the text for chapter 5. The sun was dazzling his eyes and Tucky was leaning over him. From somewhere there was the smell of wood smoke. Davy, Davy, can you hear me? You all right? Tucky seemed to be shouting, but David heard him only faintly at first. We were right, Davy. It was a bomber, a German bomber, and there's two of them here. So this is a really, really exciting chapter where they meet this German bomber, the two German bombers, and they have to decide what to do about finding them. So it's a real dilemma. It really links closely to our PSED target with morality. So you can read that there, and then you have slides to go through. These are really important that you go through the slides, because it really helps you with the work that you're going to be doing. So it starts with a little summary. And as you go along, you've got to think about what you would do if you were David or Tucky. Would you help the Germans? Would you not? And you can think of some reasons about why you would help them or why you wouldn't, because you're going to be writing a persuasive letter. So really need to think about those features of persuasive writing and what letters look like. And here is an example of a persuasive letter. Here's two examples here. We looked at those again yesterday. They're in more detail here. Children should be evacuated from cities during the war. That modal verb should. And here you can see lots of examples of persuasion in this letter. So really do use these slides. And here is an example of how to lay out a paragraph with making a point, the evidence you're providing for your point, your reasons, and then an example, and then going back and explaining your point. Therefore, words like therefore, really, really important. You've got some persuasive language here to help you. And this is what you will be doing tomorrow. So you're planning this today and you're doing it tomorrow. This is what the planning sheet looks like today. You'll need to open it in Google Docs. So it comes up in Google in Word, and you open it in Google Docs and you can type directly onto it. There's a copy for each of you and I should be able to see that. But when you're doing your writing tomorrow, you need to come back and look at your plan so you know what you're doing. And you definitely should be writing in paragraphs. So here is the Persuasive Planner. As you can see, it says open with. So you click that. Open it in Google Docs, and when that opens you should be able to edit directly onto that. So you need to remember your dear, who's it to. Each your introduction, each point that you want to make. So I want to make the point, you should keep the secret. You should not tell anybody that you found these German bombers, because they looked after you, so you should look after them. And that's going to be my first point. You know, treat people as you wish to be treated. So that is the work that you need to be doing today. Make sure that you're following all of the instructions carefully and you plan carefully, so that when you do your writing tomorrow, we'll have a really good letter. Enjoy!